All right, it has been less than ideal weather. We've had some sunshine, but we're below norm on the temps. And Frankie, baseball makes everything okay, doesn't it?
Baseball makes everything great, Roger. That's Coach CJ there. Just take a pitch there. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Right down the strike zone. Let's see what we got in terms of your forecast for today. Let's see if we will see some strikes when it comes to your weather. Well, let's take a look. This morning, a little bit on the chilly side. We got temperatures right now right around -1. And with that this morning, winds are fairly light, so only a wind chill of -3. Satellite system this morning going to show you that we have nothing to worry about. Lots of sunshine, so today's a great day. Daytime highs around 8 degrees. Winds will go to the south, and with that, we'll see that temperature go to about 8 degrees through the afternoon. Tomorrow, though, wet weather works its way in, and with that, we're going to be soggy Tuesday into Wednesday. Wednesday, double-digit highs. Thursday as well, you're going to see temperatures nice and mild. But Friday and through the weekend, we will cool off, and by the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, a little bit of a rain-snow mix. So we'll take one more pitch here. There we go. Now we're going to send it over to traffic.
Thanks so much, Frank. Right now, we are looking at quite a bit of volume on our major routes, starting off with the QEW moving eastbound. You'll find things moving quite slowly on the eastbound QEW through 3rd Line, and then from approaching Mississauga Road to east of Cawthra. And we're looking at a slow go right now over on the eastbound Gardiner, and it's all just due to volume right now. Eastbound Gardiner busy from Royal York to east of the Humber Bridge. The 427 moving southbound is a bit heavy south of Dundas and the Express over to the Gardiner ramp, and we're also looking at some delays again over on the QEW, but heading westbound. And on the eastbound 401, we have volume delays on the eastbound 401 from east of Winston Churchill to approaching here, Ontario. And then we have some problems to tell you about on the westbound 401 that we unfortunately do not have a shot of. So on the westbound 401, approaching Brock Street, we have a central lane blocked with a collision. You'll find it quite heavy from approaching Thixon, and that is all because of that problem. Now, downstairs to Mel.
Well, this could have been much worse. A driver heading the wrong way on the Gardiner, triggering a 3-vehicle crash, which then shut down part of the roadway for more than 2 hours. Now, this was the scene on the Gardiner westbound near the South Kingsway exit around 2:30 this morning. The driver, a 67-year-old man, he was eastbound in those westbound lanes. Now, police are still investigating. They don't know what led him to go the wrong way. But 2 people taken to hospital with just minor injuries. So far, no charges have been laid, and the roadway has since reopened. Well, all school bus service resuming this morning in parts of Clarington and Northumberland after a strike had drivers off the job for 3 days. About 120 drivers from First Student Bowmanville hitting the pickets last Wednesday. The drivers service about 90 schools in Clarington and Northumberland. On the weekend, they voted nearly 95% to accept this 3-year deal, which includes at least a 15% wage hike and a reduction in unpaid drive time. That was one of their main concerns. To other strike action now. About 20 students have been occupying the York University Senate chamber all weekend long, and they remain there this morning as a strike at the school continues. Let's get live to our Tammy Sutherland standing by. And Tammy, there's been a little bit of miscommunication, or maybe let's clear the air here. We're hearing earlier this morning that there might have been an eviction notice come 8 this morning. What do you know from there?
So what we know from here, York University actually yesterday put out a statement saying that they wanted all people from QP Local 3903 to be removed from this chamber by 9 o'clock this morning. Well, that's what the statement appeared to have said. They put out a correction a little bit later on saying that all they wanted was by 9 o'clock to know that they wanted a plan from the students inside about what the next steps were going to be, and the students make it clear that there were no local QP 3903 members inside of the chambers occupying that area with them. We spoke to a student here who says that she's been here since Thursday evening, and again says that she wants to stay here until all 4 of their demands are met.
We want Rhonda Lenton to explain her spending that has been released. We want York to go back to the table with QP with no concessions. We want a tuition refund, and then or financial compensation as well. And then we want classes to be canceled. So those are demands that we want.
All the classes are basically disrupted because of
Now, the strike as of today is 3 weeks old. The picket lines will go up once again at 7:30 this morning. And this morning, right now, at this hour, there's about 25 students who are inside those Senate chambers. They're not allowing anyone who is not an undergraduate student inside. That's why the media remains outside of the chambers this morning. And again, even though they say that at this point their demand for the cancellation of all classes during the strike has not been met, they vow to stay in there until that happens. Mel, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Tammy, thank you for that, and we'll check in with you a little bit later on this morning. Meanwhile, Torontonians calling for safer streets with a dramatic demonstration planned for Nathan Phillips Square. Protesters will be holding a die-in tonight after 16 people were killed on the roads this year. The event's going to be at 6 o'clock tonight. Roughly 200 people are expected to attend. It is hosted by Friends and Family for Safe Streets. The protest calling on the mayor and council to transform the streets. Just last week, the mayor and Toronto police announcing the beginning of the Slow Down Toronto campaign to make school zones safer for children. Well, it has been nearly 10 years since they last performed together, but last night, all of the Bare Naked Ladies reunited to perform some of their hit songs at the Junos.
It's been 1 week since you left the name. Got your head inside and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying, get that together, come back and see me. 3 days since I'm living
Yeah, now kicking off their performance with the song 1 Week before taking it down a notch for one of their most popular songs, If I Had $1 Million. This is the first time the group has been together since Paige left the group in 2009 to pursue a solo career. The band also inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Now, men swept the awards ceremony, Arcade Fire taking home the coveted Album of the Year. The late and great Gord Downie named Artist of the Year. And Jessie Reyes named Breakthrough Artist of the Year. You can find a full list of the winners on our website, citynews.ca.
Who is that?
Definitely not one of ours.
Let's do this.
Did you catch a movie this weekend? Well, Pacific Rim Uprising knocking Black Panther from the top of the box office, taking in $28 million. Considering this was Black Panther's 6th weekend, it still did pretty well, coming in second with nearly $17 million. The Marvel Films has taken in $631 million in the U.S. to date, making it the 5th highest grossing movie ever in the U.S. And I Can Only Imagine coming in third with ticket sales of almost $14 million.
So I wrote